You've probably already heard about this deck, but it's so good that I have to talk about it. You know it, you love it, it's Yanmega EX and Exeggutor EX. I think the reason this stands out so much than the others is that it's green. And, you know, typically with green, you're ramping up to something, or you're kind of just healing and kind of stalling a little bit. But this is just so aggressive. You get out there right away with Exeggutor EX, dealing massive damage. You've got a lot of health on you already. And then in the meantime, you're just powering up Yanmega EX to just pretty much sweep and take care of the rest. Okay, Air Slash, you lose a random energy, but it's like, at that point, you're just applying your energy to that mon every single turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. So the rest of the deck list is 2 Pokes, 2 Oaks, 1 Calm, just because we don't really have that much to communicate with, 1 XP just to help early game if you don't have the preferred starter in front. And of course, in any green deck, you're gonna put your 2 Erikas in there. We've got 1 Leaf to help with retreating Exeggutor EX in a pinch, and 1 Sabrina. I guess you could maybe swap this out for Cyrus if you like, but I think Sabrina makes a little more sense in this deck because I don't think they'll be able to retreat much. I don't think they'll have an option to be doing that so much. So that's the deck list. Let's get into the matches. All right, so we got a preferred start here with Exeggutor up front and Yanma in the back. 2 Oaks as well, so we can just draw, you know. We get the EX, we love that, in another X. So I think what we're gonna do is maybe lay the Exeggutor down just as like a buffer because we don't want, you know, a Sabrina or anything happening to these 2 Pokemon. We're gonna have that as like the barrier, or if we have to swap into something to take a hit. But we get the Exeggutor EX right away, we draw again. We're feeling real good. It's basically just gonna be a game of luck between the Celebi EX and the Exeggutor EX. So I swing, and I knew it. When you miss the flip like that, it's like, it's ruined, you know? So, but we're swinging already. You know, we're pretty even, right? I mean, we're hitting for, I mean, I guess they have the ability to hit for 100 as opposed to us only hitting for 80, but I think we have a little more HP, and they get real lucky. Can't be mad. That's why we got so much HP on Exeggutor, you know? So we get both Yanmegas, and we're like, okay, what do we do? Start powering up Yanma. We heal with Erika, because why not? We're not quite there with the EX yet, and we're not evolving just yet because we don't want to show that we have that. We want to make it look like we're still trying to search for it, so they might play a little bit differently off of that. So I don't know exactly why they used blue here, because it wouldn't have mattered if I get the extra flip. So, a little confused, but it is what it is. And that's why I just hate running Celebi at this point, so I just, It seems like he raged quit here with waiting for opponent to return. At this point, I'm like, all right, he's triggered. I definitely have the upper hand now. I'm gonna evolve into Yanmega EX. And I did now just lay the Exeggutor. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I decide to flip the Sabrina and to see if he actually did rage quit, because I just want to take care of the Snivy, because I know that the Celebi at this point is so damaged it doesn't matter. And the blue is still active, so we hit him for a perfect 70. And yeah, again, if his Celebi takes out my Exeggutor EX, I'm chilling. Yanmega comes in, finishes it off. Even with an Erika, they would still only be up to 100 HP, so I don't see that. Oh, and then in a potion too, would get them up to the 120 that they would need to survive, and it seems like they just left anyways, so I'm just gonna have to finish this off. I'm doing my job regardless, you know. I don't wanna mess any of this up in case he does return. You know, it has happened. So we're gonna swing again. This match just won't end. I'm like, come on, man. It's too much for me to retreat. Just give me the win. There it is. So that's game 1. Nice old victory. Let's get into game 2. Again, pretty solid start with Exeggutor and 2 Yanmas. I think this is what I was talking about in the last game where I have the perfect lead, so I'm gonna have Yanma chilling in the back in case of a Sabrina or anything else, especially now that I know there's Pidgeys out there, pending what Pidgeot they're running, I definitely want to place the bench But that's the thing that sucks, because Pidgeot's so good like that, because if you're running the regular one, Drive Off, you want your bench kind of filled to, like, you know, choose and to protect the ones you want to keep, but then the other one, the EX, I believe, hits you for the amount that you have on your bench. So it's like, it's so tough to read, you know? So I'm learning in this game, for sure. I chose a direction, and I'm going with it. I'm prepping the Yanma because I don't have the Exeggutor yet. I don't have anything yet. So I Giant Cape to get myself up to 70 total HP. Throw, I think, the other energy on that Yanma. And yeah, I think I just end the turn here. Because I'm feeling a little safe, unless he... I don't think a Pidgeot is able to swing for 2 energy. So he preps the other Gibble with an energy anyways, hits me for that much. I'm down to 10. We get another Erika, and I'm like, all right, might as well use one of these, because now I've got a stall. This isn't very aggro of this deck, but at least we have all of the basics out. Now, you could argue, hey man, you should have hung on to like that last execute, so that you could, if you happen to get the communication, you could swap that out, you know? Which would be fair. He does have the Drive Off, so I'm feeling a little better about placing it. And now it's like, okay, let's hope that we top deck the Yanmega. No, in fact, we get the communication, which I could have used to have a 1 in 4 shot to get, or a 1 in 2 shot to get the Yanmega EX. So I end up burning an energy just to swap, and I don't know why I swapped to that one. You see me tapping the top deck, I'm like, I got 9 cards. Half this deck is what I need. I'll take anything at this point. So now it kind of hurts because I don't have the other option with Exeggutor, but I figure I still have the communication in my hand, so we don't draw it. So I'm like, okay, now my chances are 2 to 1. I have to be able to get this Yanmega EX, right? I have to. So I do get it, and I'm like, thank goodness. And maybe it turned too late though, because he does have Drive Off, he does have his 2 energy to swing for 70, so it's not looking good. You know, unless he forgets, I still lose this one. And even if I attach the Giant Cape, yeah, he would still hit me for 70 on the Yanma back there, so. Little unfortunate, if we had one more turn, you know, we would have won this, you know. And maybe not placing that Yanma after all and communicating with it, you know, would have actually been faster for us. Who knows? But we live and we learn. It was a hard read with knowing which Pidgeot was going to come out. So next game, again, perfect lead. Execute in the active and Yanma on the bench. So we get Poke and Oak. We've got our Exeggutor EX in hand. We're feeling great. And we draw 2, of course. Pot of Greed. We pot of Greed. And we swing. I feel like now we're actually going to feel like the aggro of this deck like we did in the first round a bit. And this Pikachu is all by himself. Seems very unfortunate, but he gets the Rocky Helmet, which is going to be a bit of a problem. And he red cards me! When I had 5 cards, so that kind of hurts. I get an Execute back, an Erika, and a Yanma. I'm like, okay, we're kind of back to where we were, sort of. But now I'm really hurting because I don't have the Exeggutor EX. So I'm hoping that we can get it with another draw of 2, but we get the Yanmega instead. So I'm like, screw it. I'll just throw this out and start prepping that up. Because, I mean, I'm kind of at that point anyways. And I lay the Execute down, again, as that buffer in case he wants to be, you know, because I'm like, okay, he's a red card player. He's definitely going to be, like, messing with me now. So I'm going to be, like, throwing things down as I get them. Because I don't want to miss, you know. I already used Oak, so, like, let me lay down what I drew with that. Otherwise, that's a complete waste as well, you know. He does not swing, which is interesting. I'm like, why? Is it because he knows he gets an extra turn with, you know, needing, you know, the Execute needing an energy to retreat? I'm sure that's got to be what it is. He still only hits for 30 because it's only 1 on the bench. We finally get the Exeggutor EX back, and we evolve the other one. Because he's got a little more health to him. And then we cape it, so he's got even more health to him. Now we're feeling real good. Now we're like, all right, we got this. Like, there's no way we can lose this. Magical flip there. Love it. And that hurts. That hurts him. And that Rocky Helmet damage and another 30 damage, you know, we can just heal with Erika for 50. And we're like right back to where we were. And that's pretty much the game, it seems. Unless he just throws out Pokeballs and, you know. That's, yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I'm like, all right, let's just prep up the Yanmega and swing again. Why not? Doesn't matter. Still get him. And I just checked my discard. I'm like, I think I got everything that I need right now. I'm perfectly set. He's still got 10. He's still got half his deck left, so if he's looking for something and, you know, he's still got half of it to go. And he gets a Pokeball, so I'm like, all right, probably wish he could have had that earlier, you know? But now he's kind of locked in. He capes the not active one, but then capes the active one. I'm like, okay. A little confused there. So, and he Marses. He has Red Card and Mars. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, at this point, look at me. I am set up. Why would you burn a supporter? I mean, I guess if that's all you have, but I just put another on Yanmega. I'm like, oh, let's have some fun. Let's see. We get the other Exeggutor EX to evolve and get more HP on the other Execute, which we don't even bother doing. Because I'm like, let's just get this over with. Even though I did communicate for fun there. So, you know, a little contradictory, but it is what it is. But that's because I want to use the Yanmega. Anyways, like, I feel like I have not been able to, you know, he hasn't had his moment to finish it off yet. You know what I mean? Exeggutor just causes that much pressure and is that much of a problem for that long. Truly, that Yanmega is just completely set up at this point. And then it's like, okay, what do? You know? And that's the match. I thought it was pretty obvious throughout all of these games who had the upper hand almost the entire time. The second match, it was just like I was one turn away. I just had a really bad hand and I was able to kind of make it through the majority of that and still kind of make it. But hey, thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a like. Comment what your favorite part of the deck was. If you think there's any improvements that I can make to it or if there's anything that I should take out of it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And until next time, I'll catch you then.